For mothers and fathers, you know what happens? Try and take your child for an Indian wedding. You get an invitation, someone's come home in India, we have to go, right? Because they came home. And you ask your adolescent to come, first thing they'll tell you, I'm not coming, right? And the second will be, why? They'll say, this auntie will be there. She'll do this to my face, right? She'll ask me some questions like, which class are you studying? What marks did you get in the previous exam? And I'm not coming. And then you use the power that you have as a parent and say, no, you must come. You know, you become all angry, your face becomes very serious, and the child says, now I can't escape. So the child's next problem starts, and that's very typically this generation as well. They open the cupboard and they say, I have nothing to wear. Oh, all of you know this feeling, right? Yes, because you know that you and I probably grew up in an India where we had 2 clothes for the whole year. You know that feeling, right? So I was looking at some pictures of mine from 1983. All the functions, same dress. I can guess the year with the dress that I was wearing, right? I'm sure you, don't tell me that I was the only one who had that experience. Most of you had it, good. So today's children get clothes every time we go out, but still what they do, I have nothing to wear. And then you say, why don't you wear this one? I look very fat in this one. Okay, why don't you wear this one? It's not a yes, that's only how you see it, right? I understand what you're saying, right? The next one, I look very dark in this one. Why don't you wear the third dress? Everybody's already seen it in that function, right? And so you have this other problem, I'm not coming. So this is actually the imaginary audience. Another thing, I was just walking here, 3 cars parked there, and the adolescents were walking like that. Any reflective surface, your adolescent will check if they look good enough. That's because they feel they're always on stage, which is why it is very important for you not to shame them in front of anyone. Because if you do, their mind feels that 50 or 500 people have seen them. This is one of the most important reasons for adolescent suicides increasing. Are you with me? Yes. The children are very happy. Okay? Wait, I'll come back to you in the end, right? Okay, the next one, the second part in the adolescent's brain that changes, we call it the personal fable. What happens in the personal fable? Every teenager is the hero or the heroine of their own story. So if an incident happens in the school, and as a teacher you make an inquiry, if you call the adolescents separately, each one will give you a completely different story of what happened. It's not a lie. It's just that they see it only from themselves as a hero or the heroine. But you make them write down what happened, you will get a consistent story, because the written part is not in the personal fable, only the oral part is. Does that make sense to you? Right? And this is what will happen when they come back from school and say, Amma, this is what happened in school. And when you check with a friend, she gives you a completely different story of what your adolescent did. Right? That's because they're going through the personal fable. And they're not saying lies. This is how they search for identity. They try and find out, who am I? Till they are 10 years old, you are the best father. You are the best mother. After 10, suddenly that old man is the father. Right? And they tell the mother, Amma, tell your husband to treat me properly. You all know these because you stop being ideal. Not because you become bad, it's that they're searching who they are. And when they're searching for their own identity, no one else can be perfect.